welcome to part 3 of this first anniversary WayneCast. Yeah, 1 year since the first one. It's weird, you know, 'cause the first few were pretty well spaced out, and there would be a week or a couple of weeks, sometimes a month or something between them. Then all of a sudden, when I started doing my long walks, it dawned on me one afternoon, because normally what I used to do is talk through the book, right, and articles I was writing. I'd talk it out, you know, as if I'm talking it to a machine. I wasn't. I was just talking it out with the sheep and the cows, and when I got home, it was all in there in the head. I just had to sit and type. The machine got it out. It was the best way for me to do it. Then it suddenly dawned on me I could actually record these WayneCasts when I was out for a walk, and it sort of acts like a video diary, a way of getting sort of the crap out of your head, you know what I mean? And maybe be useful for somebody, or entertaining, you know, one of the two. Or maybe just watching when you're bored, sitting sort of like places like, I know there's a couple of the guys at 3D Total watch them. Hello! Thank you for the plans to host the quick start videos, because we're going to have to move the hosting round a bit at the moment, because we've got to share this fucking load, because it's getting beyond a joke, and my site keeps the emails keep going down due to the bandwidth, so we're having to spread them out, and 3D Total have kindly agreed to host them there. So we're looking at some other solutions. I'm expecting the same thing to happen with the Ground Up series. That's a lot bigger. That's a whole bigger undertaking, because put quite simply, they're so huge. I don't think as many companies will be prepared to host them for nothing, right? But anyway, what else has happened in this year? Apart from the move house, I try to get a life back. You know, I try to get my life back a bit. It was nice having a proper office now. You know, in the new house, I've got my office room. I've got my shelves and my books on. I actually don't own a lot. I only own, apart from mine, right? The most books on 3D is mine, right? I don't own many. I owned, I think it was Mia, by the Pros or something. I think it's the only one I owned. That was because Glenn Sutton sent it up and gave it to me because he had 2 copies. Yeah, I don't buy a lot of books. I've never really needed them. I know it sounds big, but I don't. It's when I moved here, I was quite worried, because I loved and still love that walk at Langley Park. I haven't been back since then, because it just wouldn't feel right, because I was just able to walk out the door and I was straight on my walk straight away. I had the route planned. When now seen here, I would have walked for about 3/4 of a mile before I get to the walk bit, right? Which is it's not as nice. If I could have moved that walk here, if you know what I mean, it would be great. But yeah, so I missed that walk. I really do. It was great because it was perfect. The trouble was though that that large hill I used to go up, Christ, that was a killer. Yeah, I started then going anti-clockwise. Or was it clockwise? I was going anti-clockwise. I started going clockwise and going down that hill. But then you had a big hill hit at the end. So, but here it's all sort of downhill. There's one hill up there on the way back, but it's not too bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've done a lot of models. I haven't actually counted them yet this year. I know some of you have seen the 215 models in, was it 150 models in 215 days? I think I might be able to break that this year. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't seen the light of day. I can't count the professional stuff, but I reckon even the stuff that I've just done since the beginning of the beta, in Mudbox, and since, that's got to be nearing that easily. Then on top of that, there's all the ZBrush models. I reckon I'm up there. I've got a lot of models I've done this year, but I've also had a lot of big breaks. I'm enjoying having a bit of a break. So once I get wave 1 and 2 of these videos done, then I'll have a little break for a week or something, and I'll come back fresh. I've got all your stuff for getting the Unreal Engine and the 3D Max and Maya stuff and all this, all them pipelines as well to document, as well as all the little tips and tricks and stuff and projects. But yeah, it's life's pretty good. I'm still skint, still don't have any bloody money. Money just, I get money, it just goes flies away all by itself. It's either a case of all of a sudden I get loads of bills in and money disappears, or I'll suddenly see something that I really, really must have, and I'll convince me and everybody around us that I really must have this one item, and you realise you don't actually bloody need it. Now I've just had the scanner, right, that I've got. I used to scan my artwork, pencil artwork, and for if I need image planes or something. It didn't exactly pack up. It still works, but it'll only work on XP and below. They're refusing to make a Vista driver, and I quote from their email, because they want to sell the same scanner with a new driver and a new box. Alright? So I'm going to buy a new scanner, because although Cat's PC's run XP, it's a bit foobar, right? It's my old one. So I have to buy a new scanner with a perfectly working one in the house. How crazy that? Seeing that was always crazy, that scanner, right? It would only scan paper, wouldn't scan cloth or anything else. So if you try to scan the texture in, wouldn't work. Try putting paper behind it, even a tiny bit of paper in the corner, and say a towel or something to test it out. It still wouldn't work. It sort of detected if it wasn't paper. At the time, it was really weird. That can't be right, can it? Must be. It's really weird scanner. It's just someone's gone fucking crazy with it, you know. And then I suppose I need one, you know, but I just don't like buying new things when I've got something that works perfectly well in the house. And the best bit is, of course, I've just done a mega drawing spree of a load of new characters. Some of them are a bit more complex than I normally do, so it's definitely a case I need these drawings for image planes for the bases, because they're not as well, not straightforward, you know. And these bases, these have got to be right, but such is life. But I'm sort of enjoying at the moment just being me, just getting on with life, you know. I don't hang around as much online. I know it seems like I'm there all the time at the moment with these videos, but I'm not, right? I'm adminning over on the area at the moment. I'll do that as long as I'm able to, but as I said the other day, look, I can't be basically free technical support for the rest of my life, right? I can do it well, you know, the work's pretty easy to do, and well, I've got a bit of time, but once it steps up and once the baby's born, you know, I could well have to knock that on the head, because real life comes first and paying work comes first. It works, right? I had a chat with a priest before, which is, I walked through that church. I don't know what you see, you probably can't, right? It's a lot closer than that. It's just this bloody lens, right? And he was out there just shoveling some leaves. He's in about 80 odd, this priest. And I just got chatting away to him, you know, because I treat everybody the same. We got to talk about a lot of stuff, and you know, it's interesting because people write off religion. I'm not religious at all, right? Not in the slightest. You know, he knows that. But I'll have a chat to him, and he does actually speak some common sense. I have great respect for any religious person who truly believes what they're preaching. If, on the other hand, it's all just effectively a job, no respect whatsoever. If you truly believe in something, great, hats off to you. Just as long as you don't push it in my face. That's all I ask. It's not too much to ask, is it? I don't have to be religious, but it's a long time. Yeah, so it's a nice blue sky today. It's weird, you know. I always remember doing the WayneCast, and I always remember it being good weather, but it wasn't. The majority of it was cloudy, or it was raining, or it was wintry, or I look back at some now. Everyone else was either the ones that weren't in the house were all wintry, cloudy weather. But I must have done a load of them that never made it online, because when I was doing the book, I was really horrifically angry at the world a lot of the time, because people didn't know what I was doing, and I was getting a whole boatload of shite still with the ZBrush discs from Curve, and I thought, I'm not even getting paid now, you know, and it started really pissing me off, and there was a lot of whinges about everybody and everything, and some of them I thought, well, this is bordering on libelous, like, I better take these out the way, and I did. So I've still got them though, you know. I did actually a series of book casts while I was writing the book. The idea was to upload them all once the book was out, but I watched some of them because I actually managed to lose a fair few, and I thought, people are gonna, you know, crucify me here with these, because some of them really is, it's either really boring or it's me just having a damn good whinge. You think this is bad? Oh, this is nothing next to those. But anyway, got about a minute and 10 seconds left, but yeah, so that's been 1 year. Makes me wonder where I'm at in a year from now, because I know that in a year's time I'll watch this back. Alright? So to me, what the hell have you done with your life in the last 12 months? Better be good. Or brought a note. Right. Hopefully everybody else has had an eventful year and a good year. If not, well, I've still got next year, haven't you? See what you achieve in 1 year from now. Huh? It's always a good goal. See you all next time. Bye bye.